The show must go on, ladies and gentlemen. It's your favorite German potato with another best car video in which I'm going to show 3 of the best A-Class cars in Forza Horizon 4. You're also going to see very interesting tuning insights into the best of these 3 A-Class beasts. You've already seen the first pick, which is the Ford GT40 Mk2 with 302 kilowatts, so 410 horsepower and 957 kilogram. It's a very good all-round choice in A-Class as it combines handling, acceleration and top speed. The top speed is 297 km per hour and it reaches 97 in less than 3 seconds. And the lateral Gs are also pretty good for an A-Class all-round car. This setup was provided by number 3 in-game, our community member, so search for it in the game, and it's also part of our setup spreadsheet which you can find in the description of the video. The Elmston on C-Sprint, the track on which we are testing this Ford GT40 Mk2, guys. We've got Lucas next to me, he's racing the Nissan 240 ZX, that's what he's using. And well guys, so this is a community racing challenge, so if you want to be part of those races, simply join us on Discord and you can be part of the action. So we are racing this Ford GT40 Mk2, a very good A-Class car for all-round usage, for overall usage. It's one of the best there. 7.1 handling and 9.4 acceleration make it a very good pick for your ranked lobby races or private races or something else. And I'm hunted by Barcode, aka HJDO5, our regular. He changed his name and he's racing the Subaru 22B, which might be slightly better on this track. It was part of the first best A-Class cars video. It's one of the best cars still in this class, and you see how he's catching up. He's there!
Hello, cutie pie.
So yes, a very good car as well. That's why it was on the first list. And HJ is also a very good driver. And also number 3 in game is there in his RX-8. Okay, so let's hope he got the checkpoint there. So the Subaru has more speed, that's what I think. And there are many straights on this track. But okay, pretty close right now. It was the best overall car in the best A-Class car video which we've done in the beginning of the game. Okay, so there he's coming, guys. Oh, it's so close. So 2 of the best cars in A-Class against each other, and also number 3 in game in his RX-8, which seems to be a very good car here, which I've never really thought about using. Okay, so let's see. I'm slightly late here. A bit understeery in the tune I'm using. Number 3 in game, what have you done there? Okay, so on the inside though, on the inside, oh my god, no! Oh! HJ!
Bye, have a great time!
HJ wrecking me there, saying my bad, and he's not even letting me win. Such an asshole, right? But no, a great car, guys. Use it, you won't regret it. You've just seen this beastly Subaru 22B in the last race. It was part of the first best A-Class cars video, which you can find in the description of the video, and there are also 2 other beasts. The Nissan Skyline R33 as the best overall speed car in A-Class, and also the Alfa 33 Stradale as the best rear-wheel drive car, and also a great overall car, so check the link if you want to see those cars. We all know this special fella from our worst dreams. That's the Hot Wheels Bone Shaker, guys, the most OP car in A-Class, and you probably can't beat it. Yes, I made a video about it, it's also in the description, so if you want to feel dirty, check it out. Another great overall car in A-Class, and our second pick for this video is the Ford GT40 Mk2. With 362 kilowatt, aka 492 horsepower, it's more powerful than the Mk1, but it's also much heavier. It weighs 1288 kilogram. That's why it's accelerating a bit slower than the Mk1, but the top speed is much better, as you can see, 325 kilometers per hour. And you can also see that the lateral Gs are slightly worse, with 0.96 and 0.98. So this is not the Ford GT40 Mk1, no, this is the Mk2 car. And we have Mr. Ben next to us racing a Charger Daytona. So let's see, guys, this is a different car. This Ford GT40 is actually the OP car in Forza Motorsport 7 in S-Class and R-Class. So let's see how it's actually competing here in Horizon. But well, it's part of this list, so it should be slightly good, right? Okay, so it has less acceleration than the Mk1 and also less handling. When we talk about the stats, oh my god, Josh, that was close with Josh. but the top speed is better than in the GT40 Mk2. So that's why we are going to race it on a track where you need more speed than on the other ones. So this is the Colossus, guys. We are behind Lucas, who's a very, very good Horizon 4 driver. And now also part of this community. And guys, don't forget to smash the like button if you like what you see. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new. This would be amazing. And now you see it. Your favorite German potato is overtaking Lucas. So 6.8 6.8 handling in this car, in this GT40 Mk2. And a decent top speed. It's still an all-round car. Every single car in this video is an overall car, but this is one of the ones with decent top speed, or let's say with the best top speed. So let's see. You can use them all for every kind of circuits. It's working everywhere. If you're using a pure speed car, this should be better on the Colossus. But this GT40 is also reaching something like 320 kilometers per hour, and you definitely don't need more on normal tracks in ranked. But there we have Ben. We just talked about Ben and his speed cars, and well, he's racing this Charger Daytona, and this is a pure speed car, and he's probably going to smash me, as I'm only in my all-round car. I hope he's not blocking me here in this turn. Oh my god, take a look at it. He even got so much handling. No. But yeah, this is an rear-wheel drive car. Ben is racing. Take a look at this car, guys. Nice one, nice one. Oh, okay, I think he isn't using TCS. No, he was just sliding all over the place. Did you see it? But yeah, on such a track like Colossus, it's so OP. But you don't want to use a car like this in online ranked adventures or something like this. No. So we are reaching about 320, or let's say we were reaching 312 kilometers per hour on the straight, which is not the best top speed value, of course, but it's a very, very good top speed value for an all-round car. It's definitely not as good as the Skyline R33 from the last Best A-Class Cars video, which is still the best overall speed car in my opinion in A-Class. So I'm going to be second at the end of the race. Mr. HJ, aka Barcode, is going to be third in his Subaru 22B. He didn't overtake me, he didn't catch up, so that means that this Ford GT40 Mk2 is a very, very good overall car in A-Class. This weird looking car is the Lotus 340R, and it's the craziest handling car in A-Class. The problem? Your top speed is something like 220 kilometers per hour. If you're racing on very tiny circuits, it's your go-to car, and you're even smashing the Hot Wheels Bone Shaker, which I was just talking about, so check the video, it's also in the description, and yes, it's one of the best A-Class cars. This beastly Shelby Cobra Daytona is probably the best overall car in A-Class, behind the Bone Shaker, of course. I made a video with it, rocking it on Fortune Island. If you want to see it, well, what are you gonna do, guys? Yes, check the description. Our top pick for today's video is this Alfa Romeo Giulia TZ2. It's such a great overall car, guys. It comes so close to the Shelby Cobra Daytona, and the acceleration. Mwah. The power is nothing special, only 249 kilowatts, so 338 horsepower, but it's so light. It only weighs 678, and I think it's one of the lightest cars in the game. 6.6 speed, 7.5 handling, 9.2 acceleration, 10 launch, 7.3 braking, and now let's take a detailed look into the setup. At first we want to head to conversion. Install the first engine swap, then go back and install the drivetrain swap. Of course we're using AWD like most of the time in Forza Horizon 4, unfortunately. And there's no turbo, no. Now we're heading to the aero parts, and you want to install both of them, so the front bumper and the rear wing. Afterwards, we're quickly heading to tires. The tire compound we want to use is the street tire one. And we have the stock front tire width, but we want to install the widest rear tires. The drivetrain parts are the following. We want to have the race clutch. We stick to the stock transmission. We get the race driveline and also the race differential, as we want to change the settings and you need it for that. As we reach platform and handling, we definitely want to install the race brakes, unless you want to brake worse than a truck, get the race springs and dampers, and both anti-roll bars, so get both of them, the race versions, and you never need a roll cage. Never. The only engine part we are installing is the race intake, so you see, this is definitely no speed car. Now I'm also scrolling through the setup for you. So 2.0 tires for both. The final drive is 3.71, which means we made the gears slightly longer. The top speed is 295 kilometers per hour, but it's not really reaching it. It takes very, very long. But take a look at this acceleration. 2.7 for the first value. This is definitely the fastest car today. Also 1.07 for the second lateral G value, which is amazing. You can see the alignment, minus 1.4, minus 1, and 6.5 front caster, followed by the classic anti-roll bar setting, 165 Forza Horizon 4 Classic. Here the springs 82, 77.6, and the ride height 11.1 each. These are the damping settings, and they're actually pretty close to the stock ones. So 12.2, 11.1, 5.5, 4.9. If stock settings work fine, don't change them, guys. In terms of the aero settings, we decided to use 80 for front downforce and 100, so completely lowered for rear downforce, as a higher value just adds understeer in this case. Followed by the brake settings with 48% balance and 200% brake pressure, which you always want to use. And then at last, these are the differential settings: 70, 0, 70, 0, 75. And hey, this tune was provided by Nalak28. The Alfa Romeo Giulia TZ2, guys. A new king of A-class, and Ben likes to use those speed cars. So we've got Deadly Tadpole with his BMW next to us. Yes! The acceleration of this Giulia, of this car, is incredible, guys. It's so light, and that's why it's accelerating so good. And also the handling is awesome. 7.5 handling, great acceleration, and the top speed is okay. That's the only problem of this car, so if you have very tiny circuits, this car is your choice. But it also works on tracks like Lakehurst, guys, which is more of an acceleration track and and a speed track at the end. But well, take a look at it, guys. We are still in the lead, as there are also many corners right now. So small circuits and also circuits or tracks with like 90-degree corners, lots of them. These are your go-to tracks when it comes to this car. And as you can see, it's awesome. So it's probably on par with cars like the Shelby Cobra Daytona. So yeah, guys, it seems like these very, very light 60s and 70s cars are just the most OP ones in A-Class. So if you find another one, guys, it's probably also pretty good. But yes, we're close to the end, and you can see there is no one behind me anymore. And yeah, this car is totally OP. So I just said before that the top speed isn't the best, and you can see it right now. We're probably reaching something like 270 kilometers per hour on this last straight, which is definitely okay, but nothing special. But yeah, like I said, it's an acceleration and handling god. This is where you want to drive it, and it's still decent here. So winning this race, and there's nobody behind me. This is one of these circuits I was talking about in the race before, so welcome to the Bamberg Coast circuit, guys. We're still racing this OP Alfa Romeo Giulia, one of the best A-Class cars in the game, and I want to show you what it's capable of on these small, narrow tracks. So let's see. I was choosing this track as we didn't race it for so many times yet. Normally we have Greendale and the Edinburgh tracks and so on and so on. So let's see. I'm just getting blocked by Hardcore Hanky here. You see the difference with Mr. Barcode, who was just getting through the pack much easier than me in his Subaru 22B. He's rocking this car for the whole recording session, as you can see. Okay, so take a look at this pack. Oh my god. Well, JV has left the convoy, and now take a look at my acceleration, guys. So many great cars next to each other. Oh, number 3 in game, stay on your line. In the Mazda, but now we see the problem of the car, guys. At the end of the straight, I lost. Because the top speed is pretty bad, and oh, Miku. Oh, Miku. Rejoining like a pro there. Rejoining like a pro. I survived though, I survived. That was close. Okay, so he's racing a Skyline. Is this the regular Skyline driver in front of me, guys? What do you think? Tell me in the comment section. Well, we have Ben behind us. He's racing the Elise. Okay, come on, Ben. I'm leaving you enough space. This is a pure handling car, which Ben is racing now. So he might be slightly better in these handling parts. Okay, now we just used the space between Nico and me. And now, guys, it's on. Welcome to the last lap. Number 3 in game and Lucas in front of me. RX-8 and the Nissan 240. And, well, I'm in this Italian legend. Oh, number 3 in game. Oh, he's off. Did I smash him on his POV? That's pretty likely. Oh no, he's saying sorry? I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't touching on my screen, but it really looked like it. Okay, so anyway, guys. The fight for the victory. Oh my god, no. Oh man. What line is that, Johnson? You filthy scrub. I came from like 9th and now I'm 2nd, so it's a good race already. But I want to win it. We have Lucas here. Okay, so let's see. He's got a very powerful car as well. He's probably going to win this. I couldn't use the better handling of my car in the last part. Anyway, it was a very good race, which showed you how good this Alfa is. I hope you enjoyed this huge A-Class overview with 3 new awesome cars and the summary of all the good ones in A-Class, which I've already uploaded before. Tell me, guys, if I forgot a car. Which other good cars are there in A-Class? Please tell me in the comment section. And don't forget to smash the like button, don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and don't forget to click the bell to get notified when I'm uploading new videos. And I see you next time.